Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. Hold on one second. Oh, it hurts so bad to bend over. Oh my god. Don't get old and fat. It's hard to bend over sometimes. Anyways, welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. We got some new toys. I'm very excited about this. I played with it a little bit. It is, let me bring up, first of all, hit like, subscribe, and follow. Yeah, let me bring up display capture. So I don't do too often. I'm not a big fan of it just because in case something shows it, I don't want it to show. But Sayintentions has a new feature. And you can get to it in their pilot portal. Let me get to the pilot portal. Let me pull up Sayintentions. What is it? Oh, it's right here. All right, pilot portal. So if you go to pilot portal, you can go down here and under checklist tuner, when you click on that, it'll bring you to this screen. Okay. And with this screen, you can choose, like here's the iFly 738. You can click on it. Okay. There's no checklist yet, but we can create our own. So I created one for the F28. Just because it was a plane I wanted to fly, and I wanted to see how it works. So it's pretty easy to set your own checklist. Now they have a really good set of videos here under tutorial. There's a whole there's like 9 videos on YouTube, so it's really good that way. But what I did was I just went into my checklist editor, and then I clicked on add. Okay, and then what I did was the F28 checklist is part of the big manual that comes with the airplane. It's like 300 pages long or something like that. This checklist is pages 229 to 235. And what I did was I just I printed the PDF of those 7 pages. I went in here to create from PDF and I just uploaded it. And what we now have in here, when I get into the airplane, we can actually pull up the checklist now in Sayintention here. But we can also have the co-pilot read the checklist to us. Kind of like how it used to do in Microsoft 2020. You know, when you would do when you would click on the other option where the co-pilot would read it, and then you would check it off. This one, instead of checking it off like with a tick with your mouse, you just verbally say check or on, or sometimes the switches, when they go on, sometimes that'll trigger the co-pilot to move to the next one. Now with the settings, with this, there are quite a few flight crew for co-pilots that you cannot use. So like if we start with Ace Wallaby, here it says here he can't fly the plane or hand. That hand stands for handle checklists. So I decided, I don't know, maybe we could do Addison. I don't know. What does Addison look like? Addison doesn't have a picture. So we really don't have many. We have Brian, the professional. Oh, no, he can't do that. Chad Skybro, my man, he can't do it. Captain Canada, he might be able to do it. Cartman can't do it. We have Frank. And then I'm just going to use Stephanie. I didn't really see any guys that were available. And then you would just talk to her like you know, like when I asked Chad to take care of the comms, like when I'm like, hey, Chad, take care of the comms. It's the same principle. You know, you set your button for it, and yeah, they can do it for you. Now, one thing you do have to do is under miscellaneous. I typically have this in pro mode. Pro mode is, you know, authentic ATC experience, you know, simulates workload of autopilot. You can read this if you want. Anyways, it's essentially like being, you know, like you have to read everything back. You have to be in standard mode in order to use this. So yeah, we have cabin crisis off. I don't have it locked to ATC, but this is a nice feature because I've been complaining for a long time that they always change the flight plan on us. They always change the runways. So this one, you can lock in the SimBrief filed runways. We're using live weather. We don't have an active sky membership. So yeah, that's pretty much, like how you would set up the comms as far as talking. Once you are in here, you have to activate or deactivate the checklist. So right now, let's activate it. We don't need to save it because it was already activated. And then what we can do from there is let's get into the airplane. Let me, I'm going to leave display capture on just so you can see the Sayintentions control panel here. So I can do like in OBS, you can do a window capture of it, but then when you have the menus that pop up in here, it just doesn't load it. You just see this screen that you're looking at now. So I didn't really want that. All right, let's get into simulator now. I've already updated the F28. I'm planning on flying from Memphis to New Orleans, just VOR to VOR stations. So that's what the plan is, at least. I don't know what runway we're leaving on. Let me see what runway we're potentially on here. If we actually fly the plane, we might just do the checklist and then call it a day. I did play with the checklist a little bit. It's kind of fun. Let me unload this and import a new flight. Dude, I just watched The Iron Claw. It's a movie about the Von Erich wrestling family. Dude, I had no idea that family was as messed up as they were, dude. Like that dad was, like, I think he's worse than Joe Jackson. At least, Michael died. Like he was like the only brother that died. Like all the Von Erichs died except for like one of them. Crazy, man. All right, 36 Center is where we're leaving from. So let's go back. Let's pick out Memphis. I didn't download the flight for the regular tablet. I don't really care about using the MSFS 2024 tablet tonight. We're just going to use the tablet from the game. All right, 36 Center would be, I guess, over here. 6 right. 36 Center's right there. Okay. So let's park. What do we have? 40. We'll change the time when we get in there, make it bright outside. Now my seats should already be saved. Hopefully. This is such a cool airplane to fly. I love flying this thing. I have GSX turned on, but I'm going to turn them off when we get in the airplane. Do I have SoFly? Oh, I sure do. Let's turn off beaches, forest, mountains, desert, rivers and lakes, agricultural, tropical rainforest, yes. We'll turn off farm sounds, small town sounds, Antarctic. All right, so we'll leave on airport and city. All right, here's our big, beautiful U.S. Airways plane. Let's get in this thing. All right, let me bring up our Sayintentions tablet. All right, so here we can see Memphis International. Oh, look at that, 57% progress to senior captain. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have live map, which is fairly new. This is a new thing. I like this. This is pretty dope. I like it. Airport lookup. Okay, very cool. Frequencies, weather, runway. We'll use that maybe on the way down. And then we have checklist. So here's the checklist here, right? And then you can do this a couple of ways. You can do run checklist and then go through it yourself. Or you can use Stephanie, which we're going to do. So let's give this a try. Let me make sure my seats are saved first. Yep, they are. Let me just do one thing here real quick. Hang on. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Can I make it smaller? Not that small. Hang on a second. I just want to turn off GSX. You don't want any of the RNAV systems, just unclick this box here. Should have been on. Okay. That's all good. We got the GPU on. All right, let's go ahead and reset our camera. All right, let's give this a try. Let me open up OBS to make sure Sayintentions is working here. Hey, what's up, Scalebait? What's on, dude? Hey, Stephanie, let's run the before starting APU checklist, please. Just make sure her sound comes through.
APU, before starting APU.
Nice.
Battery voltage?
Battery voltage, let's check that. Battery voltage, check.
Battery switch?
Turn on the external power as well. Battery switch on.
APU fire extinguisher warning?
Let's see here. APU fire warning tested and reset.
APU main switch?
APU main switch on.
Gen 3 switch?
Gen 3 switch on.
APU air switch?
APU air switch on.
Air conditioning main switches?
Now see, this is where she doesn't read what it's supposed to be, so on one off. So let's do that here. Air switch on.
APU, before starting APU checklist complete.
Awesome. Now let's do the APU. If you want to, let's try it. Stephanie, let's run the starting APU checklist, please.
APU, starting APU. APU start button.
Oh, start button's right. Forgot what button to push. It's been so long since I've been out of this airplane. All right, main, these are engines. Overspeed, generator 3. APU start button pressed. This is the stop button here. Could have sworn this was the button here. Maybe TRU has to be on. Oh, these weren't on. Okay, now they're good. Okay. Let's try this now. Nope, that's still not it. What the hell, man? APU. I could have sworn that was the on switch, unless the on switch was down here somewhere. I don't think it is. It's been a long time since I turned on the APU in this airplane. Now that's TVI. Hang on a second. Let me get their tablet out here. And let me look at their checklist. It's in here. Yeah, here we go. APU main switch on. Oh, the air switch has to be off. Alright, let's see. Where is this at? That's what I thought. Okay, so this has to be off. Now we should be able to start it probably. Generator 3 needs to be off as well. There we go. I wasn't really watching the checklist when she was saying it earlier, so that was my bad. Alright, let me get this back up here again. APU start button pressed.
TGT and RPM rise.
Check.
APU start button light.
On.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
It's set.
TGT and RPM stabilized.
Check.
APU, starting APU checklist complete.
Alright, we're not going to use her for this one. We'll do generator 3 on. And then the master radio switch is on. That way we can go ahead and set our navigation and all that. Alright, let's bring in our flight plan. OFP. Alright, there's that. Let's go to aircraft, import. Let's get our flight plan pulled in here. No, I gotta turn on the other power first. Alright, let me look at this checklist. Let's do the next checklist here. Stephanie, let's run the pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight check. Overhead panel. Electrical power.
Check.
Emerge light switch.
See, she's like asking a question. Checked. On. Armed, actually.
Constant speed drive disconnect switch.
Check.
Engines panel.
Check.
Bleed air supply panel.
Check.
Air conditioning panel.
Check.
Airfoil anti-icing panel.
Check.
Engine anti-icing panel.
Shit. Wrong button. Check.
Pitot and vane heating panel.
Check.
Windshield heating panel.
Check.
Pressurization panel.
Check.
Fasten seatbelts, no smoking switches.
Checked and on.
Pre-flight check. Overhead panel checklist complete.
Let's set some lights real quick and then we'll finish up our checklist here. Work on getting out of here. Flight plan pulled in now. Accept this. Go to flight plan. Go to menu. Sim brief. Request. Here's our flight plan. We have an M here. Let's go to menu. Let's do depart. You're doing 36 center, hopefully. 6. Enter. No SID. And then menu again. For arrival, we are planning on runway 2. No SID. Approach ILS 2. And we're just going to leave that part blank. Make sure this all looks okay. Alright, one thing I do want to look at that I couldn't find before. I want to see if this has how many pounds our passengers up here. Might have to search it or just make it up. Cars, landing data. Yeah, I don't really see it. Alright, it's not a big deal. I was just kind of curious if it would show it. Alright, let's go ahead and if we're done being refueled. Alright, refueling is complete. Go ahead and board our passengers. Realistic. We'll do minutes. Oh yeah, we gotta turn the music down a little bit. Dude, that Bravo Airspace 787, they've had some cool updates to that thing, man. I'm gonna hopefully fly it tomorrow. Yeah, that thing, I was playing with the tablet in it, and it's real dope. All right, let's see what our next checklist is here. All right, Stephanie, let's run the glare shield panel pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight check. Glare shield panel. Nav sets.
Both on and checked.
Fuel shutoff valve indicators.
Yep, they're showing open. Checked and open.
GPW system.
Glide slope. Pull up. Glide slope. Pull up. Glide slope. Pull up. Glide slope. Pull up.
Checked.
Pre-flight check. Glare shield panel checklist complete.
All right, let's run the left-hand side panel pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight check. Left-hand side panel. Central warning and caution system.
Tested. Check.
Nose wheel steering switch.
On.
Alternate wheel brake handles.
Checked.
Pre-flight check. Left-hand side panel checklist complete.
Alright, so we get the idea. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna run through the rest of these checklists. You know what? Let's just continue with Sayintentions. Sorry about the mic. Alright, let's do, so we just did left hand. Let's do left hand instrument panel. Let's run the left hand instrument panel pre-flight check, please.
Pre-flight check. Left-hand instrument panel. All indicators.
Find out what our METAR is. $30.29. Correct.
Speed attitude command system.
Check.
Static pressure selector.
Check.
Compass up for DG switch.
Check.
Elector pump switches.
Guard closed. Check.
Skid control.
Checked.
Pre-flight check. Left-hand instrument panel checklist complete.
I like this. This is pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna miss these over here. Static pressure, pedo, we can... That all looks good. Let's test you. You work. And let's turn on some oxygen. Close. Alright, let's look at the next checklist here. Central warning, okay, and then pre-departure check, oxygen, APU air switch. Alright, we'll go through that in a minute. Let's get our... Oh, you know, let's do that one now, actually. Let's run the pre-departure check APU running checklist, please.
Pre-departure check. APU running. Circuit breakers.
In.
Oxygen.
Check.
APU air switch.
On.
Windshield heating switch.
Low.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
It's set.
Fasten seatbelts, no smoking switches.
On.
Central warning and caution system.
Just tested it. Check.
Skid control.
Check.
Engine fire warning.
Check.
Fuel consumed indicators.
Check.
AC weight.
Check.
TTC switches.
Set for takeoff.
Nav light switch.
Check. On.
Flight recorder.
Check.
Pre-departure check. APU running. Checklist complete.
Wonder where this checklist is that talks about the right hand. Oh, we must have missed this one here. All right, TVI's test. Okay, caution lights. ET, which is takeoff. Cross feed. Should check our fuel here. Make sure our fuel pumps work. Alright, and we need to... I think we need to put those in. Transfer pump, light switches, autopilot, check. We just did the hydraulic. One there. Yeah, these have to be in, because this is the on switch here. Okay, and let's turn on all these. This lock is still on. Alright, let's do our weight and then we'll get clearance for takeoff. Get rid of the GPU. So we have total empty weight is 17,919. You have what, 63 people on board? Yeah, 60. Let's go to fuel. Oh, look, it's already got it all in here. That's cool. Very nice. I'm not used to that. Usually you have to plug all that in yourself. All right, let's get clearance for takeoff. Get our ATIS.
GHT. Wind 330 at 7.
We have whiskey.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 5,000 feet. Temperature 5. Dew point -5.
Clearance.
Altimeter 3031.
Memphis clearance, USA 2119 requesting IFR clearance to New Orleans. We have information whiskey. Good morning.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Now we didn't test a lot of the warning lights, which is okay.
USA 20 Golf, clear to New Orleans. Radar vectors Memphis. Then filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 29010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.925 squawk 1322. And I know it's not what you filed, but you can expect runway 36 left.
Copy that. Cleared New Orleans. Radar vectors to MEM. Then is followed. I maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 29010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.925 squawk 132. And roger that on runway 36 left. Morning. All right, let's set our here.
USA 20 Golf, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.0.
121.0. I don't really know if I need ground, but whoa, blurriness. What's up there? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of U.S. Airways and the entire crew, welcome aboard U.S. Airways Flight 2119, departing from Memphis to Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according.
Memphis ground, USA 2119 are requesting pushback and engine start clearance.
Please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing U.S. Airways, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
I didn't do 9. Oh, okay. All right, let's do this then. Memphis ground, USA 20 Golf requesting pushback and engine start clearance.
USA 20 Golf, pushback and engine start approved, tail north.
All right, let's remove the chocks. Get ready for pushback. See what it's saying here for checklist, pre-departure, before starting. Oh yeah, takeoff data. Oh yeah, and thrust index. Fuck, I gotta look that up real quick. All right, first of all, let's test this real quick. That all looks good. What was I just doing a second ago? Back, push back. What was I looking for? Besides the thrust index. What the hell did it just say? Oh yeah, takeoff speed. It's right here. We'll do laps 11. All right, let's let me pull up. I think I have the whole checklist here. Hang on one second. All right, let's see what they say here. There, it should be all the way in the back of the book here. Stations, landing. What is it called? Hang on a second. Thrust index, that's it. Let's look up thrust. Here we go. Here's the thrust index. We are currently at... I'll make this a little bigger. Alright, so our altitude right now is at 300 feet. So we're in this area here, and currently the outside air temperature is about 6 degrees Celsius. So we are 170, which, I mean, in all honesty, that's kind of usually what it is most of the time, but let's just set that for 170. It's already set for 170. All right, well, I think we're good to push back. Let's bring up that checklist. Okay, cleared for start. Did we already move the gust lock? No, we didn't. When does the gust lock turn off? It's got to go off earlier than this. I believe I need to do it here. No, that's skid control. Or start ground. Pressure, thrust index, nav aids. Oh yeah, ground lock's removed. Okay. All right, let's do that. All of our pressure hydraulics. Okay, very good. Let's he said back up. Tail to the north. So that would be I guess that way. Yep. Oh no, tail to the north would be that way. All right. Arts. Aircraft. All right, let's do let's click on this so we can set our trim, and let's do backup. So we got to remove the parking brake. Just let them push us first, and then we'll go ahead and turn the engines on after that.
Cabin attendants, arm doors, cross-check. Cabin attendants, arm doors, and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of U.S. Airways and the entire crew, we kindly ask you to pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration. This contains important information even for our frequent flyers. First, please ensure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright position and your window blinds are opened for takeoff. Next, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal fitting into the buckle and pull on the strap to tighten. To release, simply lift the buckle. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
Right,
Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices like laptops should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing.
Right, parking brake on.
And the use of e-cigarettes are strictly prohibited.
Start our engines.
Including the lavatories.
Anti-collision
In the event
lights.
of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. Pull the mask firmly towards you. Place it over your nose and mouth.
Throttle levers are
and breathe
idle.
normally. Be sure to secure
HP
your own
fuel
mask
valve
before
levers
assisting
are
others.
shut.
Your life vest is located under your seat.
Let's turn
To
on all
use
the
it,
boost
pull it out, place it over
switches
your head,
for the fuel.
and fasten the straps. Inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked.
Master starter
Please
on.
note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow the crew's instructions immediately. For your safety, please familiarize yourself with the brace position and remember to follow crew instructions at all times. Finally, the safety information card in your seat pocket contains all the details you need. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Anything happening? Nope. Probably have to turn the bleed switches on. Alright, now let's try this again. Yep. And then when this gets to, what does it say, 100? Yeah, 400 Celsius or 50% RPM, that's when we give it full juice. hope it sparks. Number 1 engine. I like the checklist. That's really cool, Sayintentions. I'm glad you guys did that. This is a very long checklist to go through, but it was really cool using AI. I just wish there was an easier way to show it on stream. All right, we're almost at 50%. Or 400 degrees Celsius. Go. Looks good. Let's run the after starting engines checklist, please.
After starting engines. Central warning and caution system.
Check.
HP fuel valve levers.
Check.
Fuel press lights.
Out.
Fuel press lights.
Check.
Igniter lights.
Check. I should be able to say out, Sayintentions. That would be
Starter
good.
valve light.
You know, it is what it is. Check.
Starter master switch.
Check.
Generator lights.
Check.
Gen 3 switch.
Off. Check.
APU air switch.
Off. Check.
Air conditioning main switches.
On. Check.
AC and DC.
Check.
Engine anti-icing switches.
Check.
Windshield heating switches.
Check.
Pitot and vane heating switches.
Check.
Hydraulic supply.
Check.
Elector pump switches.
Check.
Flight control lights.
Check.
Flaps.
Check. Not really much we need to do at this point. Null dampener switch in, transponder on. Alright, let's get clearance for Memphis ground, USA 20 Golf requesting taxi clearance to runway 36 left.
USA 20 Golf, runway 36 left, taxi via Papa 2, Papa Mike, Mike 1.
Exit to runway 36 left via Papa 2, Papa Mike, Mike 1, USA 0 Golf. Seven. All right, and then MEM is going to be. Let's see here. Where can I pull this up easily? Oh yeah, in our flight plan actually. Briefing plan. And we are leaving as 117.5. And we're going to 113.65. Oh yeah, let me get this up here and taxi out. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? It gives us how to taxi. Dude, that is cool, Sayintentions. Alright, well, let's roll. Oh yeah, let's set our lights. Set light on. Park and brake off. There's our little blue dots. That's what we have to follow.
Cam crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Cabin is secured.
Ready for a good flight, Stephanie? You're a big help on the checklist today, Stephanie. You did a really good job. Very proud of you, Stephanie. Keep up the good work. Let's get tower programmed. Very nice how quick the channels now change. Used to take forever. It's another nice thing that Sayintentions looks like they've done. We'll check our flight controls as we get closer. Check them one last time. Not sure why this is not there we go. See, is it still obnoxious on the inside? Oh yeah. Jesus, man, why are they so bright? Sucks, dude. I wish it wasn't so bright all the time in here. Those lights are atrocious. You know how bright some of those LED lights are from Microsoft. Good lord. I think you guys would have fixed that already, but no, nope. Let's run through the taxi checklist, please.
Taxi. Flight instruments.
Check.
Trim.
I like how she asked like a question. Set.
Call tank indicators.
They are black. Check.
Flaps.
Check and set for takeoff.
Crew briefing.
Check.
Taxi checklist complete.
It's a pretty cool checklist thing. I like that. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna have to work on uploading more, because when you're doing it, you can type in the info or you can just upload the PDF like I did. That's a really cool thing, man. I like that. That's fun. Adds I really hope that they can get some other voices here soon. Like I would love to have Skybro doing it. Like, yo man, make sure the call says black, my brother. I'll be like, okay Chad, I got you, bro. I got you, Chad. Much love. Yeah. Let's see where we at. This is really cool, this airport map. I like this. This is brand new. I haven't used Sayintentions in almost probably about 3 weeks, I would think. It's been a while since I've done a flight like this. I've been doing a lot of well, you know what I've been doing if you've been watching. But I like how they because they had Taxi Tuner for a while where you can like program, well they still have it, Taxi Tuner, you know, where you can program your own like taxi routes and shit like that, but I never really saw the point in that. But this checklist deal, this is a game changer right here. This really sets you apart from a lot of other folks, I think. That's been one complaint that a lot of us have had, that I know of, with 2024, is that we don't have that interactive menu anymore. I mean, checklist anymore like we did in 2020. And granted, I mean, it wasn't interactive like this is, you know, where you can speak it. But you know, at least you had the co-pilot reading off stuff to you, you know, the checklist, and you can click it and you would move to the next one. Memphis Tower, USA 20 Golf, holding short, runway 36 left, ready for departure.
USA 20 Golf, Memphis Tower, runway 36 left, winds 330 at 7. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Let's run through the lining up checklist, please.
Lining up. Brake temperature.
Check.
APU.
Check.
Lift dumpers.
Turn the APU off. Lift dumpers. Check.
Flight controls.
Check. Check.
Yaw damping switch.
Check.
Transponder.
Check.
Landing light switches.
Check.
Lining up checklist complete.
Archers 120925. Okay. After takeoff. All right. Let me actually switch. Turn off display capture. Let's put on the banner. Oh, oh no. Banner is not the banner anymore. Hang on. Before we take off, I'm going to switch that. Get that banner back up here. Pause the game for just a moment here in a moment. But I want that banner from Sayintentions on top there. One second, fellas. Fellas and fellets. Fellas and fellets. Banner, we... back here. Aviation folder. All the way down at the bottom, say intentions tracker. A David banner. Skynet. Care about streamer logo. Rel. Copy. Let's go back. Yes. Banner. Go to properties. in. There we go. Bazinga! Alright, now let's go take off. Alright, so we have heading of about 234 to where we should be heading here after takeoff. Alright, let's roll. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Okay, Captain. The crew is ready for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our pushback, we kindly ask you to pay attention to the following safety information. Please ensure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode. Smoking is not permitted on board. In the event of an emergency, please follow the crew's instructions. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight with us today.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Let's run the after takeoff checklist, please.
Flaps up.
After takeoff. Landing gear.
Check.
Flaps.
Check.
Lift dumpers.
Check.
RPM, TGT, and TTC.
Check.
Landing and flare out light switches.
Check.
Engine anti-icing switches.
Check.
Pressurization.
Check. It's funny when it sounds like she's asking a question.
Fasten seatbelts, no smoking.
Check.
After takeoff checklist complete.
Excellent. Alright, let's catch our route here, and then we will put ourselves in climb mode here. Let's level off. Go into
USA 20 Golf, contact departure on 120.9 or 25.
heading and ES mode. Contact departure on 120.925 USA 20 Golf. Memphis departure, good morning, USA 20 Golf, currently climbing through 8,000 feet for flight level 290.
USA 20 Golf, Memphis departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 250, turn right heading 035, vectors to Memphis, then is filed.
A negative on the turn. We are currently lined up on our route here to our first waypoint.
USA 20 Golf, roger, maintain present heading and climb and maintain flight level 250.
All right, let's turn off our lights here. Make sure pressure is happening.
USA 20 Golf, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Climb, maintain flight level 270, USA 20 Golf.
Dear guests, we are now in the climb phase of our flight to New Orleans. The lavatories are now available for your use, and you may use approved electronic devices in flight. Cabin service will begin shortly, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us today. Thank you.
Oh, I thought I put our flaps up all the way. No wonder we aren't. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering why we were going so slow. All right, let's get our speed up a little bit so we can improve our climb. Let's go into beam.
Cabin crew have been released to begin their service, but please note that seatbelt signs are still on.
All right, now let's we'll get ready and do IAS here in a moment. Let's now IAS. Very good. When was I flying around your neighborhood? Just now? Like out of Memphis? That's pretty cool. I didn't know you were in Memphis. We're good. I was trying out a new feature from Sayintentions, which is pretty dope. They have, you can upload the checklist now into their system, and you can use the Copilot, the AI Copilot, to read the checklist to you. And then you can say check or on or whatever the case is. Pretty cool. Oh, sparks the... Oh, yeah, I was doing bush trips. Yeah, those... Man, some of those runways are hard as shit to find. It's like a dirt strip. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing those bush trips. That one from California I like a lot because it's one of the only bush trips where you have no navigational help.
Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb, maintain flight level 290, USA 20 Golf. Yeah, it's one of the only bush trips where you don't have any... Oh, why is our light still on? Hang on a second. A lot of the bush trips, when you fly outside the airplane, the CDI indicator has the navigation, so it's kind of like cheat mode. That one, the one for California, man, there's no cheat mode with that one. All right, let's put altitude in here. And guess not. Oh wow, whole fence. Dude, that's hard work, dude. That's back-breaking work there, man. Putting up a fence. I built a deck once. That was a lot of work. I can't imagine building a fence. Did you have to like use the post digger where you have to dig, you know, that thing you slam into the ground, and that's and you need some muscles for that kind of stuff, man. Good lord. Yeah, I don't miss doing that kind of stuff. Building the deck was kind of fun, but not putting the posts in the ground. Putting those posts in the ground is always hard work.
USA 20 Golf, contact Memphis Center on 133.125.
Contact Memphis Center on 133.125, USA 20 Golf. Oh, a drill loop. Oh, that makes it so much easier. Memphis Center, good morning. USA 20 Golf currently climbing through 18,000 feet for flight level 290.
USA 20 Golf, Memphis Center, good morning.
Oh, I can adjust it here. Nope, I can't. Were you getting paid for it, or was it for like was it like a job you were doing, or was it for a girlfriend, or for your house? I'm just being nosy. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. That's cool. I'm sure your girlfriend appreciates it. Not many guys nowadays would work that hard for a girl. I'm sure she appreciates it very much. A good boyfriend right there, absolutely. Now our approach today should be this here. I built it so we would come in from HRV. We'll come in on a 254 heading and then do a, I don't know if we're gonna have to do a procedure turn or not. It looks like we may have to do a parallel turn, but I'd have to do the math for it, but it based on its angle, it looks like it would be a parallel turn. Hey man, I hope she took care of you, man. Made your dinner, made your favorite meal. Something else. You know what I mean? Little role play action, like you know, invite the fence man inside the house to get a cool glass of lemonade. Now, I just learned in our IFR lesson yesterday that you can figure out your 3% angle by multiplying the ground speed by 5. So let's just say we're at 300. We multiply that by 5. That's 1,500. So we should be at 1,500 feet per minute descending. I had no idea that that's how you did it. That is pretty dope. That yeah, like those FS Academy lessons. Those things are great. I had no idea they were that good. Priest turned me on to them a few weeks ago, and I wound up buying the whole package for like $70. Man, it's a lot of fun. Very, very informative too. And then you can also download the material as well. It's all in PDF format, so you can follow along with it, and it's really cool. I think I got live weather on, don't I? Yeah, I do. All right, let's turn off eco soundscapes. Delete that. We are now heading to MEM. I'm sorry. We are now heading to SQS. I built this just using VORs. Because at first I wasn't sure if I was going to use the UNC system here, like the Bay 146 has, or if I was going to use VOR only, like I've done from time to time. Throttle back a little bit. But yeah, those FS Academy kind of reinvigorated me with flying again. Like I've been finding it very exciting to fly in the simulator again now that I've been learning this info. So right, so MHZ is 113.2. Make sure our pressure is doing okay. Let's turn off the cabin lights, the cabin signs. I'm gonna fly the Bravo Airspace Dreamliner tomorrow. I have a flight planned, a real flight planned, an American Airlines flight. Dude, they have done some really cool shit with their tablet. Like that tablet now that they have in the airplane is really cool. You can adjust a whole lot of things with it. Oh, you know what? I searched and searched. We were searching for this, and it's right here. The thrust rating. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the thrust rating. This is pressure altitude. Okay, so what's next? Cabin air, pressure altitude, thrust index. It's not say, here's the thrust index here. It's not saying if this is for climb mode or... That sounds cool. And then last night I learned about ocean, as they call it. Oversteer and understeer. So if you're turning to like the south or to the west, you want to oversteer by 30 degrees. But if you're turning towards the north, like if you're making a left, so to say, then you want to understeer by I think it's understeer for north. Yeah, oversteer S for south. Right, if you're turning towards the south, you oversteer by 30 degrees, and then if you going to the north, then you understeer. See, it doesn't say what these ratings are here. Thrust index. It would be nice if they said what these are for. It says it in the materials. Like if you look at the actual checklist. Okay, thrust index. There's the checklist. Thrust index 1. This is the normal takeoff. This is what I was looking at before with you guys. All right, let's there. Let's put this away. Oh, come on, man! I just want to put this away. I'll figure that out in a moment. We're almost at our altitude. All right, 29,000 feet, altitude hold on. Altitude on. Let's reset our VS switch. Now let's try to get this checklist back to where it belongs. Yeah, I thought you just had to click on the top. There we go.
Our cruising altitude. The cabin crew will begin the snack and beverage service shortly. Today we have some delicious options for you, including our signature chicken salad and refreshing fruit juices.
We'll throttle back a little bit since we don't have auto throttle in this airplane.
Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Yeah, I recommend if anybody has become bored with the simulators, look into that FS Academy. I mean, even if even if you know the material, I mean, it's a good refresher, but man, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to do the Commander and the jetliner. I want to do VFR, IFR, navigation first, and then do like the other ones after that. Yeah, I can't wait to do those. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look at these tables here. So, okay, altitude, cabin air on.
USA 20 Golf, Memphis Center. Expect the trash when arrival. MCB transition. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
What does he have us doing here? Trish 1 arrival, MCB transmission. All right, let's get this up. Program that in here. And we could have prevented that. Well, we probably still can if we go in and turn on where we force them to use our flight plan. But that's all right. We can compromise. Do a menu. Let's do arrival. Still gonna say runway. Actually, I don't know. Let's see what that feeds. Let's feed here. You see runway 2 there, so maybe it is runway 2. Okay, try runway 2. We'll just leave runway 2 in here. Trish is number 4. MCB is number 1. Just leave that out. That's MCB, then Legacy, then Trish. So we need to get rid of those other waypoints here. Yeah, see, Legacy, we need to get rid of this. 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 There we go. Now we should be okay. Get rid of the vectors. Okay. So we are all good with our flight plan now, it looks like. HQS to MHZ, then MCB. Let's program in MCB is 116.7. Let's program that in nav2 for now. Speed is doing okay. Let's check out our speed. Yep, doing okay there. Alright, we are at altitude Sorry about that. Here's for approach. All right, Trish needs to be 11,000 feet. Let's look at VNAV real quick before we plug in our landing data. Go to VNAV. Target, we're going to say 1,500 feet. Approach. We have 111.7. Actually, I'm just going to set them both because they both need to be set for the same thing to do an ILS landing. I believe it said it was course 16, so let's program that in because these have to be programmed identical too for an ILS landing, at least to capture it. So that looks okay. 16, 16, 111.7. Okay, that looks okay. And then what is our decision height? 413. Program that. Okay, very good. That's all programmed. All right, we good. Rolling bits. You're not playing any music tonight, I guess. We're going to be descending here pretty soon. I should probably turn display capture back on so you guys can see what I'm looking at with the intentions. Let me turn that back on. Back on. Banner's pretty cool. You know, when I built this flight, I thought I was going to be a lot, I thought it was going to be a lot longer than what we're doing, but put my camera off for just a moment. Be right back. I do say it is nice doing a regular flight instead of just doing class work, so to say. It is kind of nice. All right, let's do here. Let's see what this is here. Let's see what this looks like here. I haven't done this before. Oh wow, look at this. That is dope as hell. Look at that. And it even gives you the star information. Wow. Good job, Sayintentions. I like that. That is cool, man. What a good update. We have our map with our route. after we'll run our descent checklist when we start descending. Ooh, I didn't close out Sayintentions, did I? Okay. Very cool. Such a well-made airplane. I can't remember like having really any issues with this thing at all in 2020 and 2024. It's been just top notch. I was really impressed with what Bravo Aerospace did with some of those changes they made, man. That was pretty nice. I'm looking forward to getting in that airplane and flying it tomorrow. I have the 788. We're going to do a short hop from Miami to Philly. So American Airlines Flight 1402. Thing is looking good. For descent, let's set our 1500 now. Oh, I didn't want to. I don't want to do that. Look, this the next. Yeah, this does the next one. Yeah. Maybe we'll make it like time. Watched that movie Get Out earlier today. I never really caught that whole movie. Dude, that movie is creepy as shit. You guys don't know about that movie. Bruce Campbell, is that the dude from Evil Dead 2? He's strip. Yeah, man. He got that good strip. Isn't Bruce Campbell the dude from Evil Dead 2? Yeah, Medgar Evers. That was a good movie too. The one about Medgar Evers, about this airport here. What was that? Mississippi Burning? And that was a good fucking movie, dude. If you haven't seen Mississippi Burning, you need to watch that shit. That's a good ass movie. Alright, we should be on our way down to MHZ. Still doesn't put our tail number on here. That's okay, I guess. That's okay. Here was the original plan. We were going to go to MCB, ECU, this VOR station here. I forget what it was called, and then we were going to come on over for our landing, but now they have us going this way, and then I guess we're going to go around to the left of the airport there. Let me see what Sayintentions looks like here. Oh shit, you can do the checklist here too? Oh my god, that's so dope. I had no idea you could do this. Well, I don't need to display share anymore. Gee. Where did display capture? Oh, I don't dox myself by accident. I also wonder if it shows up on the tablet too. Let me see here. Wow, it does as well. That is great. I should do more with Sky Alps. I should try that again one day. I haven't done that in a while. I am pretty happy with these changes to Intentions. As much as I badmouthed you guys over the last few months, which, and don't get me wrong, I meant every single word of it that I said bad about you guys. Every single word. It looks like things are back on track. Top of descents in about 5 minutes. Let's start back up here. And I'd watched the Iron Claw, this movie about the Von Erich wrestling family. Dude, I had no idea that there were that many Von Erichs at one time, that all of them died. Well, almost all of them. One of them lived, but his other 3 brothers, man, they all died. One of them killed himself. 2 of them killed themselves, actually, I think. That dad was, I think he was worse than Joe Jackson. I mean, at least the Jackson kids, I mean, I don't think any of them killed themselves. That dude, that Daddy Von Erich, man, he's a bad motherfucker. He treated them kids like shit. So hard on them. One of his kids had a chance to be a Olympic athlete. One of them, I guess, had pretty good music. It didn't sound good in the movie, but I don't know, maybe it sounded good in real life. I don't know. I'm actually going to make this just a little bit bigger. That way it's a little easier to see. I wonder if it has ATIS here. Yes, it does. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, is this accurate, though? That's another thing. $30.23. Not that I don't believe you, say intentions, but I don't believe you. Check Navigraph, who is usually right. Yeah, see, they got 30.27. That's from 9 minutes ago. $340 by 17. 30. Yeah, this must be an old one. Let's see what it says in the on the tablet here, because I believe this pulls from Navigraph. That's not correct. We need to reload. Yeah, see, this is not showing correct either. Actually, nothing on the tablet's working right now. Summary, output, reload. Okay.
USA 20 Golf, Memphis Center, descend via Trash 1 MCB, transition into New Orleans, altimeter 3027.
Copy that. We're beginning our descent into the Trish 1 arrival MCB transmission, USA 20 Golf. Let's run through our descent checklist, please.
Descent. Fasten seatbelt switch.
Check.
Seatbelt signs have been switched on. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Pressurization.
Why does it sound like she's asking questions? It's funny. Check.
USA 20 Golf, contact Houston Center on 1.
TTC switches.
Contact Houston Center on 126.8 USA 20 Golf. These need to go back up. Houston Center, good evening. USA 20 Golf descending through 26,000 feet on the Trish 1 arrival. Good evening.
USA 20 Golf, Houston Center, good evening.
TTC switches check.
Landing data.
Check.
Crew briefing.
Check.
Descent checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to New Orleans. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatory
That
is
horn
no
button,
longer
by the way, is right here.
Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
All right, there's our airplane. Getting ready to hit the MCB transition. Navigraph still showing 3027 for the pressure, which is what I'm going to go by. I wish Chase Plane was available in 2024. That would be nice if they could finally come out with that. I know they're working on it. I like Chase Plane. A good app. Alright, there's our turn into MCB. We have about 25 miles to our next waypoint. 24 miles. Tack is good. Let's see what our ground speed is right now. 40 okay. ILS approach, flaps 11 at 160 knots, 1500 above feet, full flaps, throttle plus 10. Okay. So 1500, we need to be flaps full. One glide slope, 25 flaps. One dot below glide slope, gear down. All right, and then 160 is for flaps 11. That's pretty cool. All right, very good. Oh, is that New Orleans already? Oh shit, that was a really quick flight. Slow down a bit. Underfoot. Yeah. Check out my Thunderfoot, baby. Little Thunderfoot. So hungry. I'm so hungry. I've barely eaten anything today. I've been on this diet lately. It's been working though. I've been losing weight, which is good. Yeah, I still have kryptonite for... This is my kryptonite right here. This is part of the reason why I look the way I do. But I've been eating less. I've actually been doing... This diet's been very good. I've actually been losing a good amount of weight on it. I've been feeling better. Like, I'm happy with it. And I'm still eating a lot of what I like. It's just, I have that kryptonite, man, for them... Motherfucking spicy nacho Doritos. I just can't get enough of them things, man. I tried to ration them out, like, you know, like 11 chips a serving. I just can't do it. My other kryptonite. Now these I can monitor. These right here. These are the best pretzels in the history of all pretzels. Now 7 pretzels is a serving. I usually cut them in half. I'll eat like 3.5 at a time. And that usually kind of sates my my hunger, or at least my like wanting of those. Yeah, man. All gloves are off when it comes to spicy nacho Doritos. All right, we're looking at 3027 is what I'm still showing here. Down a little bit quicker. Waypoint lights popping up means we're within about 10 miles of the waypoint.
USA 20 Golf, contact New Orleans approach on 123.85.
Contact New Orleans approach on 123.85, USA 20 Golf. New Orleans approach, good evening, USA 20 Golf, descending through 15,000 feet on the Trish 1 arrival.
transmitter 3021. Expect the ILS runway 2 approach into New Orleans.
I mean, who knows what to believe? I mean, first, how can it be so different with so many places? I thought ATIS is ATIS. Like, the METAR here on Navigraph is 3027. They just said 3021, and I guarantee you, if I check the tablet here, it's going to give me another one. Yeah, 3014, which is still the same, I think, the whole time. So, who the hell knows what to believe? I'm going to go with Navigraph. Now, let's slow down, because we need to be a little bit below 250 here. Coming into Trish. I haven't come in Trish in a long time. It's been a bit of a minute since I've had a Trish. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time. I think we're gonna be okay. Getting down to 11,000 feet before we get to Trish. And we need to get down to 4,000 feet after that. So that looks okay. Let's move this now to 4,000. Let's adjust our BS, slow down accordingly. Let's run through the approach checklist, please.
Approach. No smoking switch.
Check.
Altimeters.
Check.
Anti-icing.
Check.
Landing light switches.
Check.
Bilge warning switch.
The what switch? Oh yeah. Check.
Approach checklist complete.
Crew, please check that everyone is seated and has fastened their seatbelts. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into New Orleans. At this time, we kindly ask you to turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away. Your seats
Now
are
we're
in their
finally
full
slowing down a
upright
bit,
position.
under
Your
250, that's
seatbelts are
good.
fastened. Our assigned gate is Terminal B9. Thank you for your
Oh
cooperation.
shit, we have a gate? Man, I hope they take us to the gate. That would be really cool.
Come crew, please take your seats for landing.
I don't think I've ever had Sayintentions do that before. That'd be pretty dope.
Cabin is secured for arrival.
USA 20 Golf, descend and maintain 5400, turn right heading 210 vectors for the ILS runway 2 approach.
Copy that. Descend and maintain 5400. Turn right heading 210 vectors for the ILS runway 2 approach. USA 20 Golf. By the way, I just switched it from GPS to nav now. So now this, you know, the CDI indicator now should operate now with approach. So we have everything set here. Let's run through the final checklist, please.
Final. Landing gear.
Check.
Skid control.
Check. We'll check that when we put the landing gear down.
Brake pressures.
Check.
Lift uppers.
We'll arm those on final. Check. Lift dumpers, check.
Flaps.
Check.
Final checklist complete.
There's our airport right there. Trying to keep us around 220 if I can. Our airplane should be coming into view on this map here pretty soon. See what our ground speed is right now. So that times 5 is about 1,000 feet per minute. No, yeah, about 1,200 feet per minute is a 3% angle.
USA 20 Golf, turn left heading 185.
Turn left heading 185, USA 20 Golf. We have final and then after landing. I don't know if we're going to taxi. Maybe we will. See. There's our airplane. It was coming on a weird angle. You know what I mean? Like, wonder how they're gonna have us turn. Are they gonna have us go out to the right and then to the left? Or if they're just gonna have us make a big loop. Man, I gotta take a leak so bad. God, whole flight I've been okay until like the last like 40 seconds. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta take a piss. Hopefully it'll go away. I don't really want to get up right now. I wish I could just take a leak just like where I'm sitting. That would be great. Let me get a bucket real quick. Let me get a Burger King cup. I'll take a leak in my Burger King cup. You done good, Stephanie. You've been a good co-pilot today. I'm gonna put in a good word with US Air. Very happy with your performance today. We should be quite a bit lower than what we are right now. Being that Royal has 2,000 feet for an altitude, recommended altitude at least, and we're at 5,400. Yeah, that's no bueno.
USA 20 Golf, turn right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, USA 20 Golf. We're still at 400 feet. Are you going to have us descend so we can capture the glide slope? USA 20 Golf.
USA 20 Golf, descend and maintain 4,000 to capture the glide slope.
Copy that. Descend and maintain 4,000. USA 20 Golf. It's not beeping. Very good. Not that beep. The horn. This beep. You see horn. I guess you're having us go to OLED, Toledo, and then maybe spin around.
USA 20 Golf, descend and maintain 3,000, turn left heading 195. USA 20 Golf, 3 miles from Royal. Turn left heading 075, descend and maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 2 approach.
Copy that. Turn left heading 075, descend and maintain 2,000 until established on localizer, USA 20 Golf. gear down. Oh no, we still have 20 miles. Okay, I think we're okay.
Crossbar active.
20 miles. Once the glide slope indicator shows up, we'll push the glide button here. There's our big, beautiful airport right up here, it looks like. Flaps 1. Oh, you know what? I think they call the flaps out, actually. Let's see if he calls it out. I thought they call out the flaps here. Would be wrong.
Flaps 11.
Yep, see? Still no glide slope activated.
USA 20 Golf, contact New Orleans Tower on 119.5 crossing Royal.
Gear down.
Contact New Orleans Towers on 119.5.
Flaps 25.
USA 20 Golf. New Orleans Tower, good evening. USA 20 Golf currently established on the localizer for runway 02. Turn altitude hold off. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Okay, Captain, taking my seat for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now preparing for landing. Please return to your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and ensure your tray tables are stowed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, flaps 25, and then when we get to 1,500 feet, we need to go flaps full. Should be at flaps 20. Yep, flaps 25. I wonder if you can land at flaps 25 in this airplane. There looks like a big discrepancy between full and 25, doesn't it? Like there's a... I wonder if that's something pilots used to do in this airplane, if they used to land flaps 25. I think that's more than enough flappage to land an airplane. Like those old style beacon lights that spin around like that.
USA 20 Golf, winds 340 at 17, gusting 34. Runway 2, cleared to land.
Copy that, buddy. Clear to land. Now this height should go off automatically when we get to the glide slope. Since we have glide on, we have GS here. Alright, glide slope is starting to come into play. Oh, we never did test our anti-skid. Alright, very good. You move it to the left when you're landing, it's outro. Intro is to the right. And then when we get to 1500, we're gonna go flaps full. Glide slope captured. You can see the height button has gone away. Liftovers are ready. Room is at 1500. Flaps full. Ground speed is 100, so a 3% angle be minus 500. All right, my control. Very windy here.
Minimums.
Why? The whole flight you've been great. Now you're starting to beep. Not a very good approach, but I can't believe how windy this fucker is tonight. This shit is wild. Little bit off mark. Man, it was windy as fuck. Good lord. Wow, that's terrible. Well, I mean, it's a good landing, but just bad,
USA 20 Golf, contact ground on 1.9er.
Contact ground 121.9er, USA 20 Golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now...
New Orleans ground, Memphis, I'm sorry, New Orleans ground, USA 20 Golf. Getting ready to vacate runway, need directions to our gate.
Seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. Our assigned gate is Terminal B9. Thank you for your cooperation.
USA 20 Golf, New Orleans ground, taxi Terminal B, gate 9 at your discretion. Have a great day.
Remarkable milestone by landing at 100 different airports. This is a fantastic accomplishment, and we are thrilled to celebrate this achievement with you today. Thank you for being a part of
I
this
landed at
special
100 different
moment.
airports. That's very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you very much,
welcome to
Lisa. I
New
appreciate
Orleans.
that.
We hope you enjoyed your flight with us today. Did you know that New Orleans is famous for its vibrant music scene, particularly jazz, and is also known for its delicious cuisine, including gumbo and beignets? Thank you for flying with U.S. Airways. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Greg,
All right, shut the
First
fuck up
Officer
so I can do the
Long Duck
checklist.
Dong, and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful
I forgot I
day.
had Long Duck Dong in
The
there.
local time is 5:36 p.m. If you have a connecting flight, please listen carefully. Flight 231 to Atlanta departs at 6:15 p.m. from Gate A, and Flight 357 to Dallas departs at 6:30 p.m. from Gate B. Thank you. You're welcome, Captain. It's my pleasure to assist.
Let's run through the after landing checklist, please.
After landing. APU.
Check.
Speed brake.
Check.
Lift dumpers.
Oh shit. Check. Lift dumpers, check. In. Stephanie, are we doing this checklist or not?
Lift dumpers.
In.
Lift dumpers.
Check.
Flaps.
Check.
Airfoil anti-icing switches.
Check.
Airfoil anti-icing switches.
Off.
Engine anti-icing switches.
Off.
Pitot and vane heating switches.
Off.
Windshield heating switches.
Off.
Gen 3 switch.
On and check. Check. Gen 3 switch on and check.
radar and transponder.
Oh shit, we should probably have looked before we crossed this runway. Check.
Yaw damping switch.
Off and check.
Flight control lock.
Check.
Engine fire warning.
Check. Alright, I'm bored with
After
Lisa.
landing check was complete.
Oh good, we're done anyways. Very good. I was like, man, I don't feel like doing any more of this because I'm just going to park and turn everything off since I got state saving on. I want to make sure all the switches are off so next time I jump in this airplane, I want to do this flight again maybe one day soon, or at least try that landing again. The softness I was very happy with, but man, it was so hard to line up, man. It was so windy. Kept on blowing me around. Oh, look, our spoilers are still on. Oh, the lift dumpers were off already. Oh, guess not. All right, there we go. Turn the lights on outside again so I can see what I'm doing when I put all the switches back to the off position. I'll have to spend a few days like downloading checklists, and I don't even think it would take a few days. Probably take maybe an hour. I want to get like the Piper, the Comanche, the Concorde I want to get in here. 737s. Well, I don't really need a checklist for the 737s. It's mainly for these kind of planes. The Bay 146, definitely. Really don't even need it for the Piper, but it's available. I think that would be pretty cool to use. Where do you have us going? Oh, I see him now. I'm coming, I'm sorry. Park and brake on. Roll lock on. Alright, APU is running. Let's fill the engines.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross check.
Yep, let's deboard. Head off. He's off. He's off. Head off. I'll do the hydraulic switches last, let's turn the nose wheel steering off. Let's close this up. Let's go ahead and turn the oxygen off. Oh, by the way, if you do want to use the flight recorder, it's right here. Turn all the lighting switches off. Fuel pumps, let's turn those off. Zero these out. Alright, let's turn generators off. Turn APU air off. Turn the APU off. Generator 3 off. Heat switches off. Air conditioning switch off. Once this gets all the way down, we'll turn the main off here. Turn the master radio switches off. The APU's at 0, we can turn that off. Turn TRU off. Battery off. I think that's about everything. Oh, let's turn these back to off. Hey man, we good? Not bad. Let's see if we can check out this replay a little bit here. Not sure if I like this better or Skyplane. See how off the runway we really were. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, I didn't click play. Shit. Okay, there we go. You see the luggage doors are open, look. That's funny. That's a fun little trip. That was nice to do for a change instead of doing VFR push trips and the other thing I was doing. Oh yeah, the FS Academy. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that Bravo airspace tomorrow. I was happy with the softness. The landing was real soft. Minus 213 was real good. Just looked like we were off the mark a little bit. I was trying to push on the rudder, but my chair was sliding a little bit. Not too bad. A little bit off the mark. Very cool. All right. Well, I guess that about does it, my friends. That was fun. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the latest in the history of all these episodes that we're doing. Somebody's going to stumble upon this hundreds of years from now and be like, wow, guy's terrible. You can't land an airplane for shit. I'd be like, hey man, you try it. You try it with your chair sliding back. No, actually, I'm pretty happy with it. The flight was great. This Sayintentions system is getting better. I don't know if they've heard me ranting and raving about them, but they're definitely seeming like they're on the way back up, because like this whole year I've been super mad at them. But it seems like a lot of the changes that they're making are very good. I hope they continue it. I'm looking forward to using it tomorrow. As well. We're not going to use the checklist, I don't think, because it's a 787, but we'll certainly use it for ATC and we'll see how it goes. Hey, man. And that's about it. Enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you on the next one. See ya! I'm such an idiot. Bye.